So everyone knows that the mark of the beast is 666, and what happened is I saw that there were two people. One was Amen on this cornerstone of West Thebes, which is like where Karnak Temple is and where the Luxor Temple is. It's like the most important place in the Egyptian world, I think, is my opinion. And so there's me with my pointy hat with the horns, and then I'm holding the key to life, and then this person's holding the key to life also. And then there are these people, they don't have the key to life, but they're coming to me and they're presenting fruit to me and stuff like that. That's what it looks like to me. But there's also 666, and I noticed that on the statue at the Vatican, which the Vatican has very few Egyptian things compared to the Egyptian Museum. If you've ever been to the Egyptian Museum, you will never believe how much crap you will see there. If I own the Egyptian Museum, I'd trade out probably 30% of it and make my museum better. There's Curios Sabah in the Bible. Wahad itnin thalatha arba khamsa sita sabah. And that's Curios 7, but this is 6 apparently in Greek, but it's a 6 in Arabic too. Sita. But I do think that Curios Sabah, they might have switched the numbers 6 and 7. But because a 2 is that, Wahad Itnain, that's a 2, that is a 6. And that's on the Vatican. These are both at the Vatican. And so I feel like the one thing the Vatican really probably does need to get rid of is their old God things they were afraid of. They were afraid to destroy those things. They had conquered those people. They would when they took those people's cornerstone of Thebes, they were saying we have conquered Europe or conquered the Egyptians, but they still but they knew what was holy, because these are very, I think, very holy items there, and so I definitely do think that the Egyptian stuff, especially connected to the Vatican, needs to go to me fairly soon after I become president. Isn't that cool? I had the key to life, and I built Thebes. Thebes is the coolest ever. I feel like I need to really emphasize this. When I found out that the Vatican had this, and this is the building marker for that, which is the craziest place I've ever been in my life. I always say the reason I believe in myself is because of that. Because what the Vatican has on a tablet that's an ancient Egyptian tablet that has 666 on it, and everyone's so afraid of the mark of the beast because of what? Because they're afraid of Amen, but Amen is the entire Bible. So we don't have those people's language, and we don't have the Greek language, because those people are dead, and a lot of people are dead. And those languages are dead, and there was a lot of bad behavior, and that's why I'm telling you, if there's anything I promise, it's that Italy should give me this. If they don't give me that, diplomatically, that's you need to just give it to me. And the thing is, it is good to do favors for people, and just to be easy to deal with. And Italy would be fine without the sacred tablet. To me, what is what will I trade the Caravaggio for? What would I trade the Da Vinci for? The Da Vinci of Saint Jerome. What would I trade obviously the Van Gogh. What would once you say you'll trade the Da Vinci of Saint Jerome, you kind of get it. That is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life, is that they have the marker of we conquered them that thoroughly, and we thoroughly understood them when we conquered them. And that's when I talk about how much stuff is at the Egyptian Museum, those are my descendants' stuff. This sort of stuff was sacred to those people. And like I think that, and clearly like the Vatican knew how sacred those items were, and that's why they have certain Egyptian items that are like coming to me, and I don't know like how I'm going to create a sacred space there, but it's clearly more of a museum space. Like you can see them, but like I mean, like but that I'm like, oh, don't tell me you have that.